first card is Fiendsmith Requiem. There is an argument to just ban the card. Obviously, you can't limit
no,
so many
señor. No. Fiendsmith Requiem is not gonna get hit. We already started bad. This is a wish list, sir. No. Bonjour, welcome back to my channel. I'm DMC. I'm an artist based in Atlanta. If you'd like to check some of my work, I'm gonna put that below the link in my social media and my portfolio. I hope everybody's doing great today. Today I'll be reacting to a Yugi tuber or some Yugi tubers with their prediction of the ban list and see what they think and what they believe should be banned or what they believe Konami will be doing, like a ban list with the cards and the deck that will be hit. So I know this month have been kind of crazy. I don't remember if I did a ban list, and I think my perspective, and I already said it plenty of times, I've been very disappointed with Konami's ban list the ban list. Recently, they barely hit anything, and they know right now currently the meta is a little too crazy. And as you guys know, I'm not a professional player. I just play casually, just for fun, among friends, Master Duel with you guys. So you might guys probably listen to my kind of perspective, but let's watch or react towards professional Yu-Gi tubers, or more like the ones that they know more about Yu-Gi-Oh than I do, which, if you guys don't know, I am an artist. I am a tattoo artist. I love Yu-Gi-Oh since I was little. I've been watching and playing Yu-Gi-Oh since I was little, but currently the meta has been a little too crazy, and I'm currently playing a Yubel deck. So that tells you a lot. What the hell? So the reason why I kind of enjoyed the dark side is because I got tired. Obviously, I'm not the best player. I'm not good, but it's just fun to play. But also, I believe the Yubel deck is fun. But I know Yubel deck is crazy, and I also know because of Fiendsmith, it's just gonna, it have gone crazier. So I can't wait to see Fiendsmith on Master Duel when people are gonna be merging, or duelists will be merging Yubel with Fiendsmith, because currently the meta with Fiendsmith and Snake Eye and Yubel is just insane. So let's get into it. So currently we'll be reacting to Joshua's, and he's a Yugi tuber. He has been, obviously, you guys already know him. He have obviously more knowledge than I do, and I like to share that. I want to hear professional as well. I'm not saying you guys are not. You guys are actually always giving good advices and all that, but at the same time, we're gonna react what he thinks. So that this video was posted 2 weeks ago, so this video should be on time still of what he believes, or they believe that it's gonna happen or should be happening. So on the title of this video, it says we need a clear ban list. So let's listen to it and see what's their message.
To happen in Rage of the Abyss, with this most recent OCG metagame report basically releasing this abomination of a deck onto the
So here I see this is currently the Snake Eye. They do have the Witch here, 2 popular, I hate popular, 3. So OCG, because we don't play Maxi. So this kind of gives us a little heads up what's going on with the OCG. And I do want to get to the part where he talks. I kind of saw a few snippets. Let's see.
Smith that we
so that's
in the TCG at the moment, because it has basically the same amount of starters, more extenders, more powerful end boards, more omni negates from the Examiner cards, all that. I have done a ban list discussion, I think like 6 weeks ago or something. That was before I had played the European Championships with Infinite Forbidden, so that one was pre-info. So I wanted to redo it because we do know the ban list is happening in August, and I just want to talk about a couple of different things that are going on with the game right now. And I want to start by saying that I have kind of changed my mind on how I approached Snake Eye in the...
So currently, as you can see, he's placing, if I remove my big head out, big head out of here, you guys can see that he already start moving the Snake Eyes. I know he's probably going to be mentioning that Snake Eye is the one that have to be hit. We already know Snake Eye is crazy. Plus, we already know with Smith, it has gone too powerful.
Latest discussion. What I proposed was a banning of original sinful spoils. One of the main arguments that people make when they say they are not gonna hit Snake Eye as hard in this upcoming Forbidden and Limited list, or that it's more of a prediction, right? But
yeah,
people are saying they still need to sell Diabellstar.
They
in
do.
The quarter century Bonanza, and they want to sell the mega tins that is gonna have all the Diabellstar stuff in it. On the one hand, I understand this. On the other hand, you still have to think about the health of the game in the long term.
The health of the game is bad currently. About the mega 10, I'm getting the mega 10, so that's I have to. I have some good staples, but definitely the health of the game have gone too crazy. I've heard a lot of people, even one of the champions, I think it was, they kind of withdraw from Yu-Gi-Oh for a while. They decided to no longer play until I guess the game was gonna get a little more healthier with the meta. So I definitely see what is happening. I am not, it's not like I'm the best, you guys know I'm not, but I definitely love the community, definitely love all about Yu-Gi-Oh and all that. I still try to play, at least to understand the game. I do give some duels, but it's not like I'm a professional. But if somebody like Joshua saying that it's like not healthy, like saying the health of the game, that already gives you like a perspective of what is going on in this. So I am very positive he's going to be placing Snake Eye
alone to sell the tins, but then people are incredibly annoyed by Snake Eye for a couple more months.
That's
I would
true.
argue for the overall health of the game, it's better if you hit Snake Eye now.
Yes.
Like, seriously.
Like
the
now.
reason why I have moved away from this original Sinful Spoils idea is because I think there is a world where you can hit Snake Eyes, but you can still make people interested in the Diabellstar cards. Think of Diabellstar in other decks that aren't doing anything super crazy. There are plenty of decks that are just not being played much at the moment, but that can still use Diabellstar plus original Sinful.
They can do it for
Risk
another
Race,
something else.
Fire King, even something like Infernoid are completely viable and strong Yu-Gi-Oh decks that are just being overshadowed by the dominance of Snake Eyes.
Yeah, that's true, because of how much they merge.
Right? There are other decks that in the past have made great use of Diabellstar wanted original Sinful.
That because of how much they're using Diabellstar, other decks, like if somebody else want to play Diabellstar, they can't because it's like kind of overshadowed by Snake Eye, and I see it every time I see Diabellstar. I'm like, oh shoot, which I wish it could be banned, but at the same time, it's not Diabellstar's fault. Is more of Snake Eye because of merging Snake Eye with
spoils, but are just overshadowed by what you can do. Why would I summon Ponix with original when I can summon Snake Eye Ash and do what Snake Eye Ash does, right? A quote-unquote elegant way is to just leave original alone, kill Snake Eye. No questions asked. On this ban list, we're gonna kill Snake Eye. We're gonna kill it, okay? Don't worry. But if we leave original intact and we leave Diabellstar out there, I feel like you can still play it. And those decks at the same time also get more viable because we're gonna kill Snake Eye. That's my way of thinking about it.
That's in another reality. I know Konami is not gonna be doing that.
But I think that could be an approach. And for that, this guy needs to go, or this guy needs to go. I am past the point where I'm going to throw any of these cards in limited.
So I guess on his prediction deck, it's more like, it's not a prediction. It's more of a wish list. So that's all what we want. To be honest, that's not going to happen. We already know, but that's a wish list that he wants and he wished to have, because Konami is not going to be doing that. Poplar? You guys think Poplar will be banned? No, it's not. And unfortunately, it's something that everyone wish it happens. So definitely this is not going to happen. I can assure you. I'm going to, I don't want to bite on my own, saying that I'm a bet that if Konami bans Poplar, we're going to do a live stream. And we're going to be doing like, no, just kidding. No, I was going to be like, we're going to have a drinking game. No, I definitely am not even going to bet on that, I don't think it's worth to do a 24-hour live stream celebrating that Pablo is going to get banned, which actually he's not going to get banned. Obviously not in this universe. Maybe in another one, but not in this universe.
Because at this point, I don't think limiting anything is not gonna do it for Snake Eye. Look at the OCG right now.
Yeah.
They're playing one Flamberge already. They're not even playing Temple anymore. That's another thing I want to bring up. People are suggesting banning Temple. Temple is an incredibly powerful card. The deck does not go anywhere.
Yeah.
Ban Temple. The deck is still insane. You can play around Nibiru 10 other ways. Temple is not.
And then that's like he's pointing out. There's no way to limit these cards. They're already. People are even using already. Duelists already using single of it. So not the point of like.
The two is somewhat realistic though. I don't know what to say other than I hope something drastic happens to Snake Eye. Because I'm convinced Snake Eye is not necessary to sell those cards. I think Azamina is still going to be played. I think Diabellstar is still going to be played.
Yes.
So one of these two I think needs to go, I'm convinced. If they ban one of those, I'm not sure if we need to do anything else to Snake Eye.
Yeah.
Even though I would totally be on board with Ash limit or Rocket limit, I think the OCG clearly shows that those are not doing anything. This is still
That's
the most
true.
dominant deck in the OCG. Ban something out of Snake Eye. Don't just limit something that.
Yeah, and that's what I think is gonna happen. They're probably gonna limit or semi-limit it, but they're not gonna hit at all Snake Eye. Like, no, this is not gonna happen. You know, let's be honest. Konami have to make their money. That's all. Popular is new.
Of Snake Eye does not mean it's okay, because Snake Eyes is incredibly powerful. Yubel is just a little bit worse, and so I do wish
just a little
that they would do something about Yubel. Here's my problem.
They're not.
I think it's incredibly hard to hit Yubel. A lot of the cards are very, very new.
They're not gonna hit Yubel. Even if we wish, they're not gonna hit Yubel. Yubel has been just new, and unfortunately, they have to make their money. It hasn't been a year, you know, and it's just to hasn't been. But there is a card like Phantom is expensive. There is cards from Yubel that are expensive, and plus is a trademark from the whole anime Yu-Gi-Oh. Come on, Yubel, Jaden. Come on. So I don't think they're gonna hit right now Yubel at all. Semi-limited? I don't think so, to be honest. Or they might just probably slap in the ribs, you know, like tap on your hand, and that's it. But I don't think they're gonna hit Yubel because Yubel is currently making money for Konami. So let's see what he says.
Left is hitting Yubel itself for the health of the game.
Ban. So on one of his chats says right here, ban OG Yubel. Phantom to solve one.
For game design purposes, this is a phenomenal thing, right? Phantom to 1 is incredibly smart game design-wise. That is something that should happen, in my opinion. I think that's wishful thinking. I don't think that's happening.
And that's the thing. Even as a playing Yubel, I can see that Phantom Yubel is really good. And I don't know. I don't think it's a once per turn. So as many times as you can, I think you can do it. But wishful thinking, well, yeah, but definitely Yubel is not going to get hit at all. So unfortunately, that's not happening. And it's not that I'm being...
I wanted to mention it. Honestly, this should have said you can only summon this once per turn anyways.
Yeah.
They fumbled the back when they didn't put that sentence on that card. We all agree on this. I've never met an individual who didn't agree with this statement. I feel like every time Phantom of Yubel is mentioned, the first thing someone says is should have been once per turn.
Yes.
So this card is the perfect card to put to limited, but it's also the most expensive card in the Yubel archetype. So that's why I think it's wishful thinking for this to happen right away. Which leaves us in this very awkward spot. We have to think about what we do to Yubel if we can't really hit Phantom, and we also can't really expect...
they're not gonna hit, come on, Spirit.
What do you do? I didn't even include Nightmare Throne, but
Nightmare
I guess
Throne.
Limit Nightmare Throne. I wouldn't hate that, actually. But that's also kind of expensive, and it's also not super old. And everything else that's left feels like it is super odd for it to be on the ban. Like, for example, I think banning Yama, like,
that's...
finish, okay?
Hold on, give me a minute. So that's the problem here. There is nothing you can't... Like, if you try to hit Yubel, it's not gonna hit completely Yubel. You're gonna hit something else, because I play Yama on my Yubel deck, and it's not for Yubel, unfortunately. It's Unchained, but we use it on the Yubel deck, so definitely it's like, oh my god, no. So other decks or other archetype, or I call it content, materials get hit because of Yubel, because of the cards that we're using to complete the deck.
Would hit the deck in a meaningful way, right? And I hate how Unchained is just catching strays. Unchained did nothing wrong. Unchained is such a cool deck in the format. It's not Unchained's fault that Yubel is abusing Yama.
It's true, because Unchained is not, like, Unchained hasn't done anything, and we're using the materials of Unchained to use it for Yubel, so somehow it's gonna get hit.
The other Yubel cards are quote-unquote unhittable. I really don't like this, but I do think it is a more realistic hit than Phantom of Yubel 1. But still, I would not do this. And then there's another card that I frequently see brought up, and that is Opening of the Spirit Gates as like a limit or ban. And I gotta say, this feels kind of similar to Yama in the sense that the Sacred Beast deck didn't do anything wrong.
It's true.
We've talked through most of the options that we have for hitting Yubel, and this seems like the one that's like the most realistic.
It's
quote
true.
Unquote. Like limiting opening, I wouldn't hate it. It's a very weird position for Yubel.
So in this video concludes that everything is, some things are getting hit, but not directly the decks. So Fiends, like this card, I use it, you know, and it's unfortunately something that helps a lot for the Yubel deck. So again, there's gonna be cards that are kind of hitting Yubel, but not definitely hitting Yubel, because it's not a Yubel card. It's material we use for the Yubel deck. So this is another Yugi tuber. He is called Yacine, or also he will present himself, but this is another perspective. So the title of his video says the only way to fix Yu-Gi-Oh! BANLIST prediction August 2024. So this is currently what they believe is going to happen. I believe we're all going to agree with the same thing, which is Snake Eye trying to fix, and I know Yubel, they might talk about Yubel and also about like Smith. Currently the state of Yu-Gi-Oh is incredibly crazy, so let's hear what they're gonna say and what we think about it.
What's up, guys? This is Yacine. So in the past couple of weeks, you probably have seen a lot of BANLIST prediction videos from various YouTubers out there, and I am going to be making one myself because I think this game is in a critical state at the moment. I've already mentioned this in a couple of videos before, but right now Yu-Gi-Oh is in a position where if the next BANLIST isn't a complete nuke to the format, a lot of people will quit, probably permanently.
That's
because
true.
It would mean that Konami just has no intention of making the game better. Card design is not going to the right direction, especially because of the new Molchibi monster that's coming out in Rage of the Abyss.
That's true. So not only because of that, it's just I don't think Konami is watching or listening to all the duelists and the people that are buying the product. The game is completely insane, and like I mentioned, I didn't go to Nationals, unfortunately, because of what happened with Delta. But what I've heard from different duelists and friends that went and stuff like that is that everybody was playing exactly the same deck. So it's no longer fun. And I know at a certain point people were mentioning that Yu-Gi-Oh! Is not to have fun. It's to duel and be kind of like being... not for fun, that's what I'm trying to say, but more like championship and stuff like that. But at a certain point, Yu-Gi-Oh was fun, even if you would go to big events. Now at this point, I think it's one card combo and you're done. If you don't win so at this point, it's not just one card combo as well, is if you win the dice roll. So it's now about luck. If you win the dice roll, you'll have now the ability to win. If you lose and you're going second, you're probably done at this point. So let's listen what he's gonna mention about the ban list.
A lot of Rage of the Abyss format, and it's not enjoyable. It really just isn't fun. Even if you hit a lot of the currently existing decks, it just doesn't change the fact that Yu-Gi-Oh itself is a game that just needs like a fix completely.
Yes,
And by that I mean
true.
a lot of the generic staples in the extra deck, a lot
Yeah.
of the generic staples overall just have to be kind of nerfed in order to allow some other cards to exist for once, because I think the majority of the staples that people are playing right now are the cards that people have been playing for a little too long. And it's time for a healthy change.
That's true.
Yeah, today I have a list of like 30 cards or something that I will either be putting in the banned section, the limited section, the semi-limited, or the unlimited
section.
So this is kind of like my thoughts. It's
Okay.
a banlist prediction / wish list video, as I do with every single video.
That's where we all end up. That's where we all end up. We all end up with the wish list. But at this point, I hope he gives a proper ban list prediction, because wish list, we already want everything banned. Like Snake Eye, we already want, like, it's not, nothing is gonna happen. Unfortunately, nothing is gonna happen to Fiendsmith. Fiendsmith is new. Snake Eye, give them money, you know? Konami, money.
It's kind of impossible to really predict Konami. Sometimes
that's true.
We need like a ban list that hits like 20 cards, and then they end up hitting only like 4 cards or something.
One
and
or
sometimes
4.
it's the other way around.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyways, before we go any further, smash the like and subscribe button. You already know.
Comment
the
and
drills, and also a huge
check
shout out
his
to my sponsors,
channel.
GG, as well as Dueling Guard, and check them out. Link will be in the description box below.
Okay.
With that being said, let's get right into it. So the first card is Fiendsmith Requiem. There is an argument to just ban the card. Obviously, you can't limit
no,
senor.
No. Fiendsmith Requiem is not gonna get hit. We already started bad. This is a wish list, sir. No. Requiem, no senor. This card is new. Konami have to make their money, and probably even Konami will think that people have not yet been able to use his full power. So I believe not gonna be banned. That's a wish list. Definitely, I wish that. Like, okay.
It's either this or that, but the thing about Requiem is just like, if it gets banned like immediately, then it means that the whole Fiendsmith engine is pretty much dead for the most part. You can still kind of do some things, but you're
no,
gonna need a lot of
they
light
need
monsters
they need
just to
people to
achieve the
purchase
exact
more
same
about
thing.
Fiendsmith.
Because now Sequentia, in order to fusion summon for the DS array, it's gonna be so expensive. So maybe it might work in a deck like Light Sword, where you mail so much that you usually have a lot of light fiends to play with. But as a splashable engine is gonna die,
Yeah.
and maybe that's for the better, because you know, people being able to turn 2 monsters into a rank 6, really not fun to play against. Appaloosa, I think at this point you already know my stance on it. This card is absolutely disgusting, terrible for the game. It's really bad because now it makes it so that Nibiru is way too easy to play through.
If they haven't hit Appaloosa before, they're not gonna hit it right now.
Greedy, while also being safe from Nibiru, which it shouldn't exist. You have to pick one or the other. If you want to be greedy, you have to be willing to accept the risk that comes with it. But now, decks just feel like they're all low risk, high reward, especially when they go first, which is just disgusting. Appaloosa is not a card that requires a lot of resources.
Yeah,
it's a
that's
link
true.
form, but usually there's just so much link climbing that people can easily summon Appaloosa with one single card. And they can do way more than just Appaloosa with one card. So yeah, when people say that it's a 4-card combo to summon an Appaloosa, you are stupid, my friend. Archnemesis Protos, it's another card that I really want to see banned.
Yeah, no.
Is that this card right here? It should have never gone unbanned in the first place. Health is unhealthy, and therefore I will choose to ban it. Snake Eye Ash, it's
limited Ash. I don't think so.
I have like so many ways of destroying Snake Eye that it just doesn't really matter. But Snake Eye again is not the main issue of Yu-Gi-Oh right now. The main issue is how card design is stupid and out of control. Because even if you just ban Snake Eye, it doesn't change the fact that this is still going to be a tier 0 format, because it's just going to be replaced by Yubel. And if you ban Snake Eye and Yubel, it's just going to get replaced by, you know, whatever, like Rescue Ace, for example. So no, you gotta really hit the issue at its root, and not, you know, just the decks that are.
But that's the problem. That's my that's probably, I don't, like I mentioned, my experience, what I think so far is Snake Eye have so many ways to get and recover Poplar. You cannot tell me Snake Eye is not the problem. Poplar helps resources, and it's a non-stop combo. Snake Eye, unfortunately, I think the deck is a little broken. Comment down below if you guys think the same. Even if they're mentioning is not. Well, I believe it is, unfortunately. So if anything is hit for Snake Eye, it's a win, because unfortunately Snake Eye has not been hit. And that was from the previous ban list. Konami didn't hit Snake Eye at all. So, and look how long we have been dragging this. And currently, who's top tier? You know? Even if I'm currently, it has been Snake Eye and Tenpai, or Snake Eye, Snake Eye, Tenpai, Yubel. But you're not going to, you cannot tell me that Snake Eye is not the problem. So I disagree in that part.
More to come, so yeah, don't close this video right now. Watch until the very end. Lightning Storm. I actually really want to ban this card, but I think at one it's probably okay.
No.
My issue is that there's one Duster and then two Lightning Storm, but then you look at Lightning Storm and it's pretty much a Regeki and a...
No, I don't think. No, I haven't. No, Lightning Storm. I don't think so. You know, doesn't need to be hit. I don't think so. What do you guys think? I believe no. That is not the main issue of this. If we're gonna talk about, because this is a wish list, this is not gonna happen, right? We're not gonna have Requiem ban. We're not gonna have Ash. But why are you putting Lightning Storm? Which there is. If we're gonna talk about other problems, there's other cards. You know, Lightning Storm. I don't think so. What do you guys think? I don't think so.
Duster at the same time. So I don't know, this card's just really weird to have at 2 when it basically has the effect of like 2 old school banned cards. So I don't know, it's not.
It should.
Not fun to
I'm
play
sorry, it
against
shouldn't
at all,
get hit.
By Dragon can easily excavate it with Prosperity under Shifter, and then they kill you.
There's much more important cards to get banned.
Under Dragon Colossus card right here, Yama. I want to see the world burn. I actually want this card to get banned because nobody really wants to play Unchained anymore. Unchained
no, I don't think they should ban. I don't think they should. I don't think they should ban Yama. You know, I know Yubel deck are using it, but I don't think you should punish. You should punish Unchained. You know, you should not punish. You should not punish Unchained because of the Yubel deck. You know, if this is a video you're telling me that needs to fix the Yu-Gi-Oh, Yama is not gonna fix the Yubel deck. Like if we were talking about Konami trying to ban something from Yubel, I would definitely understand. Okay, Yama, you know, because they don't want to hit Yubel. Because Yubel is new. But Yama getting it banned is fixing the game of Yu-Gi-Oh? I think there's much more important things, and I don't think we should punish the Unchained. You know, there's people still playing Unchained.
And I don't like that at all. It's a little too broken. If Yama gets banned, then at least Yubel won't be able to easily make Unchained Soul of Rage in the Abominable Chamber in order to play around the Dark Ruler no more. My issue with the Unchained cards is that they generate way too many interruptions for just such a small package. It's too strong. And especially, it was kind of like more fair before SP was a thing, but now Unchained Soul of Rage into SP, oh no, that's out of control. At least they were going into Unicorn before, which is less unfair, because that's only one removal and you got a discard a card, but now it's like no discard, and I'm using your monster and I'm banishing your card, and then I have another banish effect. It's just, nah, that's way too unfair. This card is Beatrice. Yeah, that's a given. I think everybody can agree on the fact that Beatrice has to go. By the way, I want to make it very clear. Anything that you see in the banned section or even limited section, when I see banned or limit, like ban or limit a card, I'm also suggesting the fact that an errata could be a great alternative, because sometimes people say, oh, Yacine, you got stupid takes. I can't believe you want Beatrice to get banned. My idea is way better. I want Beatrice to get freaking errata instead. I'm like, do you even freaking listen when I speak?
It's okay. We all have different perspective. I think we all have different perspective. Is fine. This is what is fun. This is what I like about Yu-Gi-Oh! We all have different perspective. It's nice, respect everybody's opinion. But definitely, I'm not saying my opinion is right. I'm not saying his is perfect. I'm saying we all have different perspective. I definitely think if this is a wish list, he's not hitting the cards that I wish to get hurt. But I think that so far the choices is just, you know, for a wish list is not it, you know. But I get it. I get what he's trying to say, you know.
To be played is by making the best trap deck by a long shot a little less good, and I think this is a step into the right direction. Okay, Gimmick Puppet Nightmare, yeah, you can go to hell.
No.
Alright, this one actually got a lot of backlash in the past for saying that.
No, I don't think Gimme Puppet is the problem, you know. I think previously in other videos I said it on Master Duel. Well, I know this is a TCG, but on Master Duel, unfortunately, Master Duel, they hit a lot of the branded, so even Gimme Puppet and all that. So I think even still playing, you can kind of see that Gimme Puppet is not the problem. You know, there's other things more important, but you guys can let me know what you guys think. I haven't played with Gimme Puppet in a while, so I can definitely say that I have not have an issue with Gimme Puppet, but that's not the way to fix the game. So at this point, I think everybody have a different kind of take of what they want the ban list to be. I definitely think Konami is not gonna hit Snake Eye. They're not gonna hit anything that has been new. Currently, the problem, they're not gonna fix it because they need to have these cards more on the market than any other cards, you know. So if they might just ban a few things, it's just like something that is not even necessary, you know. Unfortunately, I can see Konami banning Yama just because the Yubel deck people are using it, and I don't think they should, because that's Unchained, and I don't think they should ban a card that belongs to another engine, you know what I'm trying to say. But we'll see what happens on the ban list. Unfortunately, I don't find myself doing a ban list because last time I did a ban list, I was like, nah, nothing hit, and they just hit like one card or two, which I find it funny that sometimes they do that they just hit one card or two that we don't even care, we don't even need it. And we'll see if this time Konami listens to everybody, because there have been more videos of people saying like this game is bad, this meta is terrible, and then people just duelists stop not going to events anymore, just taking a break. So we'll see what happens. Again, if you have any suggestions, also thank you for the creators that made those videos, both are YouTubers. It's nice to see other people's perspective. It's nice to kind of have a little conversation, not a conversation, having a little debate. And that's what a beautiful thing about Yu-Gi-Oh, you know, the different community, the different opinions, the game. Fortunately, the metas are a little crazy currently. So anyways, comment down below what do you guys think. What do you guys believe should be banned? What do you guys think about Fiendsmith, Yubel, Tenpai, and Snake Eye currently being top tier? And yes, I hope to see you guys in the next one. Au revoir, à la prochaine.